Okay. Uh, Last lecture we saw one practical sums. All of you take the screenshot of this. Correct? No? Okay. So we'll start with this particular sum. What is the first requirement of the sum? I already explained what we require to prepare. What we are required to prepare first? Yes, student. What you require to prepare? What you require to prepare? क्या प्रिपेयर करने के लिए बोला था स्टूडेंट? होमवर्क में क्या दिया था? यस, कॉस्ट प्रिपेयर करने के लिए बोला था ना? किया क्या? यस, किया स्टूडेंट? कॉस्ट प्रिपेयर किया? बोलो, कॉस्ट प्रिपेयर किया क्या? व्हाट इज द कॉस्टिंग प्रॉफिट? व्हाट इज द कॉस्टिंग प्रॉफिट? टेल मी. Okay. What is the year of the problem? What is the year? कौन से ईयर का है? That is for April, November 2016, April 2016, no? Yes or no? अरे अनम्यूट करके बोलो. ठीक है. So first of all, that means if you see direct material is 5 per unit produce ना, यही प्रॉब्लम है ना स्टूडेंट? एडजस्टमेंट में ओके. नवंबर 16 अप्रैल 2016. चलो ठीक. Okay. So first of all, we require to prepare the cost sheet. We require to prepare the cost sheet. Okay. Chalo. Preparation of the cost sheet. First of all, you require to prepare the cost sheet. How to prepare the cost sheet first? Prepare the cost sheet. Cost sheet. What is the name of the company? Govind Industries Limited. Limited. Cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2016. Okay.
I can't wait. ते म्हणतात की मला समजून बोलायचं आहे. तिथे मुलगा येणार आहे.
त्याचं नाव आणि त्याचं पॅन कार्ड झेरॉक्स काढून
Try to keep track of irrelevant talk I will not entertain. I immediately remove from the meeting. Please take note of this. So Now, before going for this, now you have to find out whenever go for the preparation of your cost sheet, you must have to find out the number of units the information is given. Now, in this case also the information of the number of units is given. Sales unit given 6,000 units. Okay, that is 6,000. And clothing stock is given 1,500 units. That is given 1,500 units. Okay, what is called as 1,500 units. Now in this case, 6,000 units, that is number of units sold, and 1,500 unit, that is a number clothing stock is given. What about the production unit? The production unit, I think that not given. Even the opening stock is not given. The opening stock is not given. There are many reasons for that. Okay, for the company having the not opening stock, it means there is a no clothing stock, or the companies which already started. Okay, sorry for the interpretation. Uh, So Govind Industry, the cost sheet for the year ended 31st March 2016. Now, in case of that, the production unit is missing. Now, what happened when in case of the production units is missing? You have to find out the production unit. How you find out the production unit? Simple, you have to prepare the working note. Number one, calculation of production unit. Calculation of production unit. So that is the last lecture that means already explained how to calculate the production unit. Can anyone tell me what is the formula for the production unit? What is the formula for the production unit? What is the formula for the production unit, student? Production unit is equal to what is that? Number of units sold plus closing stock units minus opening stock units. Okay. Now production unit what is standard, therefore is equal to, therefore क्या आएगा students? Number of units sold कितना है? 6,500 units plus clothing stock unit कितना दिया है? 1,500 units and opening stock is nil. Therefore it is comes to 7,500 units. Therefore what is the production unit? 7,000 production unit is equal to 7,500 units. So it is comes to 7,500 units. Okay. So this is your working note number one. Therefore the costing at the beginning, you have to mention production units 7,500 units and unit sales unit is equal to 6,000. This is 6,000 student, no? 6,000, not 6,000. 6,000 plus 5,000, 7,500. Okay, therefore sales is equal to 6,000 units. These are the two most important things you have to always keep in mind. 6,000 units. Now in this case, the per unit column is irrelevant in case of the preparation of the cost sheet, अपना reconciliation. Because in reconciliations, we need to know what are the different element of the cost and where the per unit column is not so much important. The per unit column is not so much important. So in this case, if you see, we have to only focus on the amount column. But this calculation of production unit is very, very important to find out the valuation of the closing stock. Therefore, the production unit is very, very important. Okay. Now, students would go further for the this thing. Now, first is the particulars. Particulars. Second is the amount of rupees. One column is more than enough because number of the entries are very less. So it is better. Where, yes, I'm doing that. Okay. Understand? So इसको जरा थोड़ा सा I have to remove this. Yes. Okay. Mhm. That is too long. Okay. Is it okay, all of you? I hope all of you understand. Now, one by one, the what is the first one? Always say the what is the first one? Direct material. Now, direct material. Direct material. The problem is divided into two parts. First is the financial information is given, and second part is given for the costing. Now, in case of the direct material costing is concerned, they say that direct material. What is the first adjustment number first? Adjustment number one में क्या कहा है students? Then adjustment number one they say that direct material at rupees 5 per unit produced. Direct material as rupees 5 per unit produced. So how you calculate this? How to calculate? Simple. What is the production unit? Production unit कितना है student? 7,500 units. Multiply by 5 per unit. Rupees 5 per unit. So it is comes to 7,500 into 5. It is comes to 37,500. Comes to 37,500. This is direct material. Then what is the next one? Direct wages. What is called as direct wages? Yeah, direct labor. You can use the word direct labor. Direct labor. What is the direct labor? Direct labor बोला है कि 6 rupees per unit produce. Therefore, 7,500 units multiply rupees 6 per 6 per unit. It is comes to कितना आएगा 7,500 into 6. That is comes to 45,000. 45,000. 45,000. What about the direct expenses? The direct expenses information is not given, even in financial also. There is no direct expenses incurred. So in this case, directly you comes to prime cost. So you take the total of these two, 82,500. It is called as prime cost. It's called as prime cost. So this is the prime cost. Okay. Now what is the prime cost? After the prime cost, what is the next? The next is what is called as the factory overheads. What is called as factory overheads? So factory overheads. What is the factory overheads? What information is given in cost in problem? क्या information दिया है? Read adjustment number 3. What is adjustment number 3, student? In adjustment number 3, they say that factory overheads were absorbed at 25% of combined cost of direct material and direct wages. It is absorbed on the basis of both the direct materials and direct wages. So 25% of both. What is the 25% on both direct material and direct wages? What is the total? Both means prime cost. The 25% of the prime cost. What is 25% of prime cost? What is the 25% of prime cost? What is the 25% of prime cost? Calculate it. 82,500. 82,500 into 25 divided by 100. कितना आता है? 20,625. 20,625. Okay. There is a no this thing. The information about the WIP is given. That is opening stock of WIP and closing stock of WIP. So directly you can take the total. Directly total is comes to 82 plus 26,000. It is comes to 1,03,125. 1,03,125. What is this, student? After the adding of the factory overhead to prime cost, what is called as? That is called as works cost. That is called as works cost. So this is the work cost. Okay. Now after the work cost, what is the next one? The next is office and administrative overheads. Office and administrative. What information is given about the office and administrative overheads? Read adjust number 4. Adjustment number 4 में information दिया है. What information is given in office and administrative overheads? In that case, what information is given, students? Anyone? What information is given? What is the information is given? Office administrative. Read adjustment number 4. Administrative overhead will be absorbed at the rate 2.5% per unit produced. 2.5 per unit on the basis of production. So you can directly calculate it with like this. Production unit, how much? 7,500 units. Multiply by, what is that? 2 rupees 2.5 per unit. So this comes to how much? Office and administrative overhead. This comes to 18,750. It comes to 18,750. Very good. Very nice. So after adding the office and administrative overheads, you will arrive at the figure of what is called as this plus this is equal to 121 875. This is called as student. Yes, very good. Cost of production. This is called a cost of production. So cost of production 121 875. What is the then what is the next one after the cost of production? That is the opening stock of finished goods less closing stock of finished goods. Now opening stock of finished goods यहाँ पे नहीं है. That is a nil. Okay. So less directly closing stock of less closing stock of finished goods. Now clothing stock of finished goods, we know what is a unit. That is 1,500 units clothing stock. We know that. But what is the value? How you calculate the value? That is a very important thing. Therefore, directly clothing stock of the valuation will move toward the working note number 2. That is called as valuation of working note number 2. That is valuation of clothing stock. Valuation of clothing stock. So valuation of clothing stock valuation of clothing stock. What is the formula for the valuation of clothing stock, student? Valuation of clothing stock. Valuation of clothing stock is equal to, what is the formula? I already explained in your first topic, that is the preparation of the cost sheet. How you value the clothing stock of finished goods? Simple. The formula is very simple. That is a clothing stock unit. Clothing stock unit multiply by clothing stock unit multiply by cost of production per unit. Okay, the clothing stock is always based on the production cost. So in this case, clothing stock unit you have, that is 1,500 units. But what about the cost of production per unit? So first of all, you have to find out the cost of production per unit. Therefore, the cost of production per unit is equal to what? Is equal to cost of production in bracket rupees divided by production unit production units. Cost of production divided by cost of production, the production unit. So what is the cost of production rupees? How many cost of, what is the production cost? 121,875. 121,875 divided by what is the production unit? 7,500 units. 121 को करो students. 121 divided by कितना आता है? 121,875 divided by 7,500. It comes to बोलो 121,875 divided by 7,500. 16.25. 16.25 क्या है? Cost of production per unit. Okay, this is called as cost of production per unit. This is rupees. So यहाँ पे calculate करेंगे. Now put this value in this formula. That is कितना आएगा student? Cost of closing stock unit how much? 1,500 units multiplied by cost of production कितना है? Rupees 16.25 per unit. तो कितना था students? देखो 1,500 multiplied by 16.25 unit कितना आता है? This comes to करो is equal to 1,500 into 16.25 कितना आता है? 24,375. It's called as very good Isha. 24,375. Okay, so yes, बोलो विश्वकर्मा रोहित, you want a query, on a doubt, ask me. 24,375. You can unmute yourself and you can ask if you have a query. Okay, no problem at all. Okay, so this is 24,375 clothing stock of finished goods. We have to reduce from the cost of production. So this 121 minus 24. So 97,500. That is called as क्या बोलते हैं इसको? COGS, or you can say cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Okay. Cost of goods sold. After cost of goods sold, we have to add, that is called as selling and distribution overheads. Selling and distribution overhead. Now read adjustment number 5. That is the last adjustment. If you see the last adjustment, read that adjustment. What adjustment is given? In that adjustment, selling and distribution overheads were absorbed at 3.5 per unit sold. Of course, selling and distribution is based on the number of units sold. So that is a, what is that? You have to take care. Okay. So selling and distribution overhead, that is a, what is that, student? 3.5 per unit sold. What is the number of units sold? 6,000. 6,000 units multiplied by 3 rupees 3.5 per unit. This comes to कितना आता है students? देखो 6,000 to 3.5 unit, that is comes to 21,000. Comes to 21,000. Therefore, you just add this 21,000 to cost of goods sold. So this plus this, you will arrive 1,18,500. 1,18,500 क्या है students? What is that? That is called as total cost or cost of sales. That is called as cost of sales. The total cost. Then what is the next one, student? Sales. Okay, or selling price. Now sales or selling price. Okay. Any information is given about the selling price or sales? Yeah, sales is already given. Sales is already given in financial accounts because sales will not be different at all because on the basis of this thing. Okay, sales, the information is already given, that is a 48,000. 48,000. How much? 48,000. So find out the difference. How much, student? What is the balance? What is the balance, student? The cost is 1,18,500 and my sales is only 48,000. Sales is only 48,000. So there is a loss, of course, there is a loss. Yes or no? Yes or no, student? There is a loss of rupees 70,500. Loss of rupees 70,500 rupees. So you can add this word loss. What is called as loss? That is a loss. Loss. Balancing figure. Balancing figure. Okay. So this is a cost sheet. Now we'll find out cost sheet. Any doubt? If any doubt, you ask me. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. If any doubt, you can ask any doubt. Because we have to move toward the cost reconciliation statement. Okay, after this, why I prepare this? Because to know what is the profit or loss on as per the cost accounts. Because cost account दिया नहीं था, cost sheet नहीं दिया था. Sometimes problem में आपको costing cost sheet भी दिया रहेगा या फाइनेंशियल अकाउंट का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट भी दिया रहेगा. लेकिन ये प्रॉब्लम में ऐसा किया है कि ये प्रॉब्लम में ओनली the profit and loss account is given. That means profit as per the financial account is given, and the cost sheet, the costing profit is not given. Therefore, we prepare the cost sheet and we find out the profit or loss on this. So this is the balancing figure of 70,500. Now, students, now we can prepare the statement of reconciliation. So I am preparing the statement of reconciliation now. The statement of statement of reconciliation for the year indeed 31st December 2016 बराबर ना 2016. Here is a particulars. Here is the amount rupees. Okay. In this case, very simple statement. Okay. Now the profit is given to us. Therefore, we consider net profit. Okay. So here is a net profit as per the financial accounts. You have to write financial accounts. That is already given financial accounts. What is given in problem? कितना दिया है? Profit कितना दिया है? 34,300. 34,300. Then there are some items you have to add here. Here you have to less some items you have to less here. Yes. And finally you will arrive at the figure of what is called as loss as per the net loss as per the cost account. Net loss as per the cost account. वो तो आपको मालूम है. Now it will calculate it, that is 70,500 minus now your base is what is called your base is financial accounts, right? Your base is 9, so you have to tally with this particular profit. You have to act the you are the new that the slogan I give already given, do as the other has done, do as other has done. Okay, do as other has done. Okay, so in this case the same formula you have to apply it. The formula do as the other has done means whenever go for the financial account you think it logically and no need to remember the formats. Okay, what is that? You think of the logically कि net profit और financial accounting मेरा 34,300 है, but my costing profit is showing loss of 70,500. Why there's a difference? इतना difference कैसे आया? So you have to logically think. उसको अगर ये करने के लिए आपको logically थोड़ा सोचना पड़ेगा, and you have to arrive at this figure. Okay. Now see the first one by one. We'll consider what a cost sheet will take as a base. We consider cost sheet as a base. Okay. Now यहाँ से देखो students. Yeah, you can take the financial statement, profit and loss account देखा तो भी चलेगा. You can see the profit and loss account. चलो. Profit and loss account में देखो पहला क्या है, डायरेक्ट मटेरियल. डायरेक्ट मटेरियल कितना है फाइनेंशियल अकाउंट में? 20,000 रुपीज है. ऐसा नो 20,000 रुपीज है. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, एक फाइनेंशियल अकाउंट से. ओके, ये है कॉस्टिंग अकाउंट. ओके, तो पहला करेंगे डायरेक्ट मटेरियल. लॉजिकल थिंकिंग करो. फाइनेंशियल अकाउंट में कितना है? 20,000 है. कॉस्टिंग में कितना है? अभी कॉस्टिंग में हमने फाइंड आउट किया ना स्टूडेंट, 37,500 है. 37,500 है। तो कॉस्टिंग में मैंने ज्यादा लिया, फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग में मैंने कम लिया, तो मुझे भी कम लेना, ज्यादा लेना पड़ेगा ना, ऐसा नो। देखो डायरेक्ट मटेरियल फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग में कितना लिया, 20,000 रुपीज लिया, कॉस्टिंग में 37,500 लिया, तो डिफरेंस कितना है स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस, दिस माइनस दिस, तो 17,500 मैंने कॉस्टिंग में ज्यादा लिया, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ओवर रिकवर मटेरियल इन कॉस्ट अकाउंट्स। तो मुझे अभी क्या करना पड़ेगा, फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग मेरा बेस है, कॉस्टिंग में ज्यादा लिया था, 17,500 ज्यादा लिया है, मैं ज्यादा लिया तो मुझे भी लेना पड़ेगा, देयरफॉर मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, लेस करना पड़ेगा एक्सपेंसेस को। सो लिखने का कैसे, मटेरियल मटेरियल्स ओवर रिकवर्ड इन कॉस्ट अकाउंट्स, कितना, 17,500। एक मिनट है, टू कॉलम्स, दैट इज 17,500। 17,500 कैसे आया, तो आई गिव द ईयर, वर्किंग नोट दिया है मैंने ऑलरेडी, डोंट वरी अबाउट दिस, ओके 17,500। नाउ स्टूडेंट व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट वन, डायरेक्ट मटेरियल के बाद में वेजेस। अभी वेजेस देखो कितना दिया स्टूडेंट, वेजेस फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग में कितना दिया वेजेस, 7,540, कितना 7,540, और इसने कितना दिया है 45,000, इसमें 45,000 दिया है, तो ज्यादा दिया ना स्टूडेंट्स, ऐसा नो। So 37,460, that is again over recovered of wages in cost accounts, cost account में over recovered किया है, ज्यादा लिया expenses, तो मुझे भी लेना पड़ेगा, तो सेकंड आएगा wages over recovered, कितना स्टूडेंट, what is amount, over recovered is terms used in costing only, under absorption, over absorption, over recovery, under recovery, over valuations, over valuation not a part of it, there can be both financial accounts, but over recovery, under recovery, absorption, over absorption, under absorption, the term using cost accounts only, therefore I use the word cost accounts. तो कितना है स्टूडेंट, 37,460, 37,460, is it clear all of you, I hope all of you understand. Then factory expenses, now factory expenses कितने स्टूडेंट, देखो factory expenses प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में कितना है स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ मच इन प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, 5460, नाउ इन दिस केस कितना है, कॉस्टिंग में कितना स्टूडेंट्स, देखो इन कॉस्टिंग वी फाइंड आउट 20,625, 20,625, तो डिफरेंस कितना आया 15,165, 15,165, so again this is a 15,165 over recovery in third, over factory overhead over recovered in cost accounts, कितना 15,165, 15,165 हो गया। Then what is the next one, फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड के बाद में what is the next, ऑफिस ओवरहेड्स, ऑफिस ओवरहेड देखो कितना है स्टूडेंट, what is the ऑफिस ओवरहेड, ऑफिस ओवरहेड्स कितना है, ऑफिस ओवरहेड्स 5,250, ओके, एंड कॉस्टिंग में कितना स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज इन कॉस्टिंग, कॉस्टिंग में ऑफिस ओवरहेड 18,750, अगेन ओवर रिकवरी 13,500 का ओवर रिकवर, so number 4 you write office overhead over recovered कॉस्ट अकाउंट में ज़्यादा लिया तो हमें भी लेना पड़ेगा, इसीलिए हम एक्सपेंसेस क्या करेंगे, लेस करेंगे, कितना है, व्हाट इज दैट 13,500, 13,500, वेरी गुड। व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट वन आफ्टर फैक्ट्री एक्सपेंसेस, सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ओवरहेड, तो सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन देखो कितना है, सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कितना है सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एज पर फाइनेंसिंग में 9600 और इसमें कितना है स्टूडेंट सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन क्लोजिंग स्टॉक का देखेंगे ये बाकी क्लोजिंग स्टॉक का सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है 21000 again over recovery. Number 5 selling and distribution over recovered in cost accounts. Okay, over recovered in cost account. कितना student 11400 okay ठीक है students over recovered selling and distribution हो गया student. What is the next one after selling and distribution overhead? What is the next one? Income tax, interest on loan. इनकम टैक्स एंड इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन ये एक्सपेंसेस फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग में है हमने लिया है लेकिन कॉस्टिंग में नहीं है. द एक्सपेंसेस कंसीडर्ड इन फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग मींस कॉस्टिंग ने नहीं लिया है तो हमें भी नहीं लेना है. अगर हमें नहीं लेना है तो एक्सपेंसेस को कैंसिल करने के लिए हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा प्रॉफिट में एड बैक करना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू एड बैक दिस. तो इसमें लिखना पड़ेगा आपको स्टूडेंट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू राइट एक्सपेंसेस एबिटेड टू फाइनेंशियल अकाउंट्स ओनली. तो हमें भी उसको कैंसिल करने के लिए एड बैक करना पड़ेगा. कौन सा है स्टूडेंट्स इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन एंड इनकम टैक्स. ओके इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन एंड इनकम टैक्स कितना है इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन 1400 एंड 750. तो डेबिट साइड हो गया. ओके 750. क्रेडिट साइड में देखा तो सेल्स दोनों का भी सेम है दैट इज अ 48000. देयर इज नो डिफरेंस. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ऑफ फिनिश गुड्स. नाउ क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ऑफ फिनिश गुड्स क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ऑफ फिनिश गुड्स. किसी के पास अटेंडेंस रहेगा तो इसमें सर्कुलेट करो चैट बॉक्स में स्टूडेंट इफ यू हैव अटेंडेंस शीट्स अदरवाइज आई विल शेयर. एक मिनट. शेयर किया क्या अदरवाइज आई एम आल्सो शेयरिंग दिस. This will be sir because within 5 minutes it will be end. The lecture will be end. Now we'll focus on the clothing stock. The clothing stock of goods कितना students? What is the amount? Clothing stock कितना दिया है 6600. 6600 as per the financial accounts and as per the costing कितना दिया है what 24374. अभी देखो लॉजिक देखो हाँ स्टूडेंट 24375 375. Okay. Now students, clothing stock we consider very less 6600 but as per the costing 24375 that is 70,775 का difference है. क्या किया क्लोथिंग स्टॉक का रिलेशन क्या है प्रॉफिट का क्लोथिंग स्टॉक इंक्रीज प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज. दिस इज द रिलेशन ऑफ द क्लोथिंग स्टॉक विद द प्रॉफिट. देयरफॉर व्हाट आई वांट टू से कि क्लोथिंग स्टॉक वी कंसीडर लेस हमने कम लिया है. Okay, that means because of that our profit is less showing less but in costing they take the maximum. Okay, the maximum relation closing stock का क्या है they when closing stock is increased my profit is increased. Okay,